Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your day. I'm going to go over the application problem today for lesson 26. So let's begin with reading it. So, in our read, draw, write process, it's important to first read the problem at least a couple times to help you. It snowed 7 days in February and the same number of days in March. How many days did it snow in those 2 months? So let's read that again and pick out some important information that we can find. It snowed 7 days in February and the same number of days in March. How many days did it snow in those 2 months? Okay, so I'm going to give a check for read. So we have some information that it does give us. We know that it snowed 7 days in February, and then it was the same number of days in March. Our question is asking us how many days did it snow in those 2 months together? So we're going to use our tape diagram, which is what we've been practicing, and it's very important in problem solving. So we're going to put it up a little bit further because we need some labels there. Okay, and let me just take my marker because we're going to do a little bit of labeling here. So don't forget it comes up. The tape diagram kind of works as a part whole. Remember that. So we have 7 days, and that is in February. So I'm going to label 7 with an F for February. And over here it says the same number of days in March. Now I have to think, is March going to go as the whole or is it going to go as a part? If you said part, you're absolutely correct. March is also a part because we want to find out the total number of days that it snowed in those 2 months. So we're going to have to combine these 2 days to find out, 2 months to find out how many days it snowed. So now that we have our diagram labeled, we're going to put in our circles. So we're going to put 7 over here. So let's start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now I'm going to keep counting. I'm going to count and get my other 7 in here. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you notice, I did change the little circles that I'm putting to make it easier to see. So what I did was I had 7 and then I put in 3 more, that makes it 10. And then the rest I put in as the circles that are not colored in. So you can kind of see the answer a little bit clearer because we have a 10 and then we have 4 more here that are not colored. So if we know we have 10, we can count on 11, 12, 13, 14. So we come up with our answer. We know that 7 and 7 make 14. And that's our total. So the total number of days. All right. So we have 7 and 7. So we're going to make a number sentence for that. So that's 7 plus 7. And we know that equals 14. And we always like to box that mystery number. So we're going to put 14 here. And then I'll type up the statement. So we want to answer the question, how many days did it snow in those 2 months? So we're going to say it snowed 14 days in 2 months. And so you can see that clear. I'll just bring it over here. It snowed 14 days in 2 months. Okay, and that's our application problem. So really when you're working on these, think about the tape diagram, think about your labels, think about your number sentence, and also think about your statement, okay? And you can also use this as a nice checklist. We did our drawing and then we finally did our writing. Okay? All right, thanks so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.